If you're a woman CEO, a badass business builder, and you get stuck kind of building your business, one of the cool things is once you understand that there's 4 steps in building a 7-figure organization, and there's about 21 areas within those 4 steps, once you know the formula, you can go do something with it. We have added countless women-owned businesses into the top 1.4% of businesses globally because we have the steps to give you. And the first step of building your business is mastery. There are 4 areas of mastery. Again, there's 4 steps. This is the first one, mastery of business. The first area in mastery is going to be your destination. Where are you going? What's the destination of this business when it's complete? We got to get extreme clarity. And if you have a significant other, the two of you must be aligned on that destination because ultimately business ought to give you life. And it's not about the destination of the business for your spouse. It's about the destination of your life. Like, what are the things that the two of you look at? And if you don't have a significant other, where do you want life to be? Then we can determine what your business must do to give you that life. What's your 10 years from now? What's the goal? What's the dream? It's got to be a dream because if you already know how to do it, it's not a dream. It's just a to-do item. And the question is just, well, who do you need to become to do those things? Because if you were already that person, you'd already do them. So it's about dreaming and dreaming big, right? Getting rid of the baggage of people saying, oh, that's not possible. Even your own head trash on like, well, I've tried that and it didn't work. You want to go build a 7 or 8 figure business, a business that you can eventually sell or at least have operating without you. We got to get rid of the head trash so that we can dream big and go, okay, this is the destination that we desire. So now we can focus on building the business for you. One of the things that we see with a lot of our women-owned businesses, and candidly with parents across the board, I'm fortunate enough to have 3 kids, 16, 13, and 6. And as a dad, you get like, oh man, as soon as you have that baby in your hands for the first time, it's like, man, I thought I knew love. And instantly I just realized that I had no idea what love really was because this is love right here. I'm holding it in my hands. And you start getting to where you put your kids ahead of yourself, right? Like that, you kind of have to because they're dependent on you. And unfortunately for a lot of women-owned businesses, that translates into business. And then you start putting like your team ahead of yourself. You start putting the business ahead of yourself. All of these things. It's like, that is a lose-win, right? I have lower self-respect and higher respect for others, and it's a lose for me, a win for them. We got to kind of shift that paradigm. We got to have high self-respect and high respect for others. It's a win-win. We get clarity on the destination so that way we can make sure it's a win-win along the way. The second area of mastery is then your time. Where is your time going? Time allocation, making sure that time is being allocated in the proper places. In fact, it's the first area we focus in on with 100% of businesses that we coach, because once you properly have that in place, and very few ever do. Like, I don't think we've had a single client in the last 5.5 years that started with us and had time mastery like locked in. It's something to work on. Then we get to where we're opening up the calendar. We have time to go focus on building this business properly. So then we can go focus on delivery, the delivery of your service or product or whatever it might be. We then can get to the 4th area of mastery, which is financials, and getting shrewd financial controls in place and line of sight on the numbers, because business is math and business is people. And we got to know the math part because that should be the easy part, so that way we can go focus on the people part. And so if you're a women-owned business, you're like, okay, yeah, like that is exactly what's going on in mine. And by the way, that's step 1 of 4 steps. We got to go do something about it, because then the next step, once we get that properly in place, we can go focus on the second step, which starts to get more fun because that's the profitability step where we get to go make more money. We got to get mastery level first, these 4 areas, so that way you can start to build a 7 or 8 figure business that you so desire here in Central Texas. It's kind of cool once you learn the steps, because then you can go do something with it.